Hi, everyone. I'm Andy Park. I'm EY's office managing partner here in the great city of Los Angeles. And I'm so thrilled to be celebrating with you all virtually. As a proud member of the board of directors and a girl dad of a 12-year-old Girl Scout, it is an honor to serve an organization that not only recognizes and celebrates our young girls, but inspires them to dream big and act boldly. I want to congratulate every honoree today that has received the recognition. And I want to thank everybody who serves our greater LA community. Thank you.
Hi, I'm Ellen Swartz.
And I'm Teresa Edikini, and we are excited to welcome you to our first ever She Leads celebration of Changemakers. Thank you for joining us. While we would much rather be gathering in person, we have a terrific evening in store.
We sure do. Girl Scouts of Greater Los Angeles impacts tens of thousands of girls every year. There are many inspiring stories to be told about our girls' path to leadership and their individual journeys. Tonight, we will hear from a few of the amazing women and girls who make up our GSGLA family.
That's right, Ellen. And we are also thrilled to be honoring 3 Los Angeles-based changemakers, Dr. Judy Ho, Maria Salinas, and Dawn Soler. These women have broken barriers to achieve remarkable success in very different careers. Each has made a tremendous impact on her community. They have lifted girls and women along the way, paving the way for the next generation of leaders. They are the embodiment of our mission, building girls with courage, confidence, and character to make the world a better place.
Tonight, we celebrate our honorees and share a few stories to illustrate the impact that Girl Scouts has on so many lives. Your support shapes our future by transforming those girls' lives. Please donate tonight. To take us on our journey this evening, we are delighted to introduce our MC, Darcy Rose Burns. Darcy Rose is an actress and singer-songwriter whose credits include roles on The Young and the Restless, The Bold and the Beautiful, Desperate Housewives, and many others. She is also a seasoned voice actor, lending her singing and speaking voice to characters in animated shows such as Sophia the First, Elena of Avalor, The Legend of Korra, and Spirit Riding Free. Since last year, Darcy Rose has played Harper, an intense and driven journalist at her elite private high school in the Disney Plus series Big Shot. In addition to her acting role, Darcy Rose was very involved musically with Big Shot, writing and arranging 5 songs for the show. She is currently filming season 2, which is slated to air later in 2022.
I'm excited, Ellen. Enjoy our first She Leads event and welcome to Darcy Rose.
Wow, thank you, Teresa and Ellen. Good evening, everyone. I am so honored to be with you for the first ever She Leads celebration of Changemakers. But before we get started, a little bit about me. I'm always looking up, life's high from my perspective. Always looking up, that's my life's directive. There's no point in looking down, all that's there is the hard cold ground. I'm always looking up, cause I am short, like the song. So I'm so excited to share GSGLA's work and to share these amazing stories with you. Each one speaks to the profound impact that Girl Scouts has in the lives of so many girls and how these girls have come into their own and developed a strong sense of self with the support of this incredible organization. Afterwards, we are excited to honor our 3 remarkable changemakers. Each has overcome barriers in her life and career and sets a shining example for others. Oh, we have a lot to celebrate tonight. It's also an opportunity for you to give. Your donations will help shape the leaders of tomorrow and make sure more leaders at the top are women. You are changing the trajectory of a girl's life by making Girl Scout programming more accessible to more girls. And as you will see tonight, the world can always use more Girl Scouts, influencing change and making the world a better place. Now, let's start with a big thank you to our presenting sponsor, EY, and our silver sponsors, KPMG and LEDWP. Thank you for investing in the future of girls. Now, to kick things off, I am excited to introduce someone very special who has been involved with Girl Scouts for more than 60 years. As we mark our centennial this year, that seems really impressive, doesn't it? A former Girl Scout herself, she now co-leads Troop 1085, my lucky number, a troop dedicated to investing in the lives of girls who have experience with homelessness. She is also a law professor at Loyola Law School. In both capacities, she inspires girls and young women to achieve their dreams. Please join me in welcoming Lori Levinson.
My name is Lori Levinson, and I love Girl Scouts, and I'm really excited to be part of this evening. I've been involved for more than 60 years, believe it or not, and I currently have a most unusual troop. Troop 1085 is composed of girls who are unhoused, kids who are living in a shelter, a transitional situation. And Girl Scouts has brought them together, given them opportunities they never otherwise would have. These are kids who had never seen the snow before, and we went up to the snow. These are kids who couldn't wait to get their hands on a python so that they could learn about that. These are kids who couldn't wait to help others when they have so little themselves. And that's what Scouts brings to them, a belief that they have enough in their hearts and through scouting to make a difference in this world. I'm really proud to support the Girl Scouts, and everybody should be, because the Scouts make opportunities for kids. They make them happy. They make them believe in themselves. They grow as Scouts. It brings them love and education and a future. And I'm not overstating any of that. That's what Scouts bring.
Oh, thank you, Lori. Wow, your enthusiasm is incredible. I love it. Lori and 5,000 other dedicated volunteer troop leaders invest deeply in Girl Scouts every day. They introduce girls to new experiences. They are cheerleaders and guides, mentors, and they help the girls develop life skills and confidence that will last a lifetime. Their creativity and commitment are absolutely essential to GSGLA's work. Lori's troop is a great example of the way this organization has been working to engage girls and their families who may otherwise not have gotten involved. I didn't realize how much work goes into ensuring that finances and transportation are never barriers for girls to get involved with GSGLA. They provide hundreds of thousands of dollars in free memberships. They offer scholarships to camp and transportation from the city to overnight summer camps. They even bring Girl Scouts directly to after-school programs like After School All-Stars and Hollywood Pals and Title I schools through the Community Partners Program. Our next speaker works alongside Lori with Troop 1085 and is a community outreach specialist on staff at GSGLA. She works with after-school programs in low-income communities to bring Girl Scouts directly to girls throughout the region. Please join me in welcoming Ariana Evans.
Thank you, Darcy Rose, for introducing. I'm really excited to be here this evening. So I work on bringing the Girl Scout leadership experience to girls in underserved areas. A lot of girls might not have access to joining Girl Scouts. Maybe they don't have a parent who can volunteer. Maybe they can't afford the membership fee. So when we provide the partnership program, it's perfect because girls are already in a trusted location. And so they're working with trusted adults, and we bring programs to them. We write our curriculum, and it's, STEM, life skills, the outdoors. These are things that maybe they wouldn't have been able to learn about if they didn't have or participate in this community partnership program. When you support Girl Scouts, you support the next generation of female leaders. These are girls who are really going to make a difference in the lives of others and their community. And when you support Girl Scouts, you are also supporting communities and girls in underserved areas, giving them opportunities that they might not get elsewhere. So I'm really proud to support the Girl Scouts because I think it's so important to empower girls to find out what they care about and to make the world a better place.
Thank you for sharing with us, Ariana. Next, I'd like to introduce you to Malia. Malia is 10 and a 4th grader in Lori's Troop 1085. Here's what she has to say about being a Girl Scout.
Hi, my name is Malia. When the Girl Scouts came into my life, I was like, whoa, I really love being a Girl Scout. I should actually get into this more. And then I was like, Mom, can I actually start going to these activities a lot more? And she's like, yeah, sure. And now I'm a Girl Scout. When I was a little kid, I didn't really like bugs and like the wild and woods. But now when the experience with Girl Scouts has made me like bugs and woods a lot, I really like helping people since I was a little girl, and Girl Scouts made that like very popular. Like sometimes Girl Scouts, they always solve problems. Like say if someone is arguing with their friend, next moment later, they're giving each other a big hug. I dream bigger because I really want to become a doctor, and I think Girl Scouts made me see that more clearly. So I feel like any girl or boy or anyone really can do anything that they put their heart up to. Like say this girl wants to be a doctor like me, just practice a lot, and when you get older, probably you'll be a doctor. Probably the best doctor in your city, town, country, or state. I'm most excited about being a Girl Scout. So if I'm in a Girl Scout troop, I can teach the little ones about what I learned when I was a little one. And then I want to be able to say, yeah, I've been a Girl Scout for 8 years, 10 years, 11 years. And then they're going to be like, shocking.
You are amazing, Malia. Thank you so much for sharing. Wow, if only we could bottle up your energy and your enthusiasm, the world wouldn't need coffee. What I love about Malia's story is that it shows how everything Girl Scouts do builds their curiosity, their kindness, and this kind of can-do spirit. And as girls try new things, learn more about themselves, and deepen their friendships, they also have a blast along the way. This is what Girl Scouting is all about. The reach that this organization has in the greater LA area is huge. Last year, GSGLA worked with 32,000 girls ages 5 through 17, just like Malia. Now, here's a statistic Teresa shared with me recently that I can't stop thinking about. Children consistently involved in extracurricular activities are 400% more likely to go to college than kids who cannot access these programs. 400%! That's Wow! But extracurriculars can be completely unavailable to many in greater Los Angeles, especially the nearly 500,000 girls living in low-income communities. It's stats like these that you can help us change by making Girl Scouts more accessible to these amazing young women. More than 5,000 girls are supported in GSGLA's program through financial aid, which is about a fifth of the total membership. And 1/3 of the membership comes from low-income communities. We ask everyone watching to consider what they can do to support this work. Please take a moment and think about a meaningful gift for you. What can you do today to support a program that helps a girl right here in LA learn her value and make a plan for her future and dream a little bit bigger? As Princess Amber always said, bigger is better. Okay, now click on the donate link or text the words "She Leads," all one word, "She Leads," to 41444 right now to spark the Girl Scout journey for more girls. Tonight's goal is to raise $100,000. Every gift at every level is meaningful, from a $10,000 commitment to a $10 per month. An entire year's membership for a Girl Scout is just $25, so you can have an impact in a girl's life at any level. Here are just a few ways your dollars can be put to work. A gift of $5,000 today funds an entire year of Girl Scouting in an after-school program or a community partner like the one we just heard about, providing an inspiring and accessible experience for a troop of girls. Thank you to Disney, Renee Fraser, and Teledyne for committing at this level already. And thank you to Kaiser Permanente for adding your support at $5,000 as well. A gift right now of $2,300 launches a full troop of Girl Scouts in their neighborhood, complete with memberships, uniforms, journey books, and training for their leaders. Thank you to Glovebox Media, PNC, and RPG for investing already at this level. I know there are so many others joining in right now who are able to give at this level as well, and we thank you in advance for your generous support tonight. Reminder, you can click on the donate link or text the word "She Leads" to 41444 right now. We'll share more ways that other dollar levels make an impact later in the program. Oh, thank you everyone for your generosity. Okay, now let's hear more about some amazing Girl Scouts. Next up, please welcome Kenya Yarborough, GSGLA's Director of Diversity, Equity, Inclusion, and Access and Advocacy.
Thank you so much, Darcy Rose. I'm so excited to be here. So I'm responsible for helping to support and create an inclusive culture for our staff, for our board, for our girls, and really take a close look at how our programs are accessible and equitable for every girl everywhere. I was a Girl Scout, and my experience as an adult has been just as empowering. I started Girl Scouts because I really wanted to help build up girls in marginalized communities. So true story, I actually went to sign up to be a big sister, a Big Brothers Big Sisters, great organization. However, I could only be assigned one girl, and what they recognized and what I realized in that process was that there were so many girls that just needed someone to mentor, support them, and encourage them. So I started a troop in Watts Willowbrook, California, which is a very under-resourced area of our city. And it was a phenomenal experience. I had a multi-level troop of girls who were just experiencing things for the first time and understanding their own power and amplifying their own voice, really stepping out and speaking up and things. And it was so amazing to see. And I really became very close to the council that an opportunity came up. So I started my career as a Girl Scout staffer, but it really began as a troop leader in a community that really needed some support of families and girls.
Thank you, Kenya. Such important work. To elaborate a little more on access, here is Michelle Apollonio, a longtime volunteer and regional leadership volunteer for the Inglewood area, troop leader for her own daughters, and a Girl Scout herself.
Thank you, Darcy Rose. I am a troop leader, a service unit manager, a higher awards trainer and interviewer for Girl Scouts of Greater Los Angeles. I myself was a Girl Scout, as well as being Girl Scout leader to my two daughters. Watching my daughters become remarkable young women has just stirred my passion even more of believing that the way you empower a woman is to empower a girl. And with Girl Scouts, we do absolutely that. Watching daily building girls of confidence, courage, and character is just a life mission that I am absolutely passionate about. And I am so glad and thrilled to be able to do that One of the things about being in La Brea Heights, in our neighborhood of Inglewood and South Los Angeles, is for me, it's coming back home. Being raised in having a parents around, but not having a full family, not having a dad around, your parents working, being coming from a single um, family household. Girl Scouts was that outing to give you something different where you were able to reach and go beyond. It was that stepping stone for reaching for the stars. My first Girl Scout troop here in the city was at an elementary school where girls didn't have any of these opportunities. Upon speaking with them, they wanted to be the next Beyonce or famous singer. And during that time, I really got to share in and be a part of their lives where they've seen more. In the past 6 years since we've started this troop with my older girls, all of these girls are now in college, and they're all in college where they didn't imagine that they would do that in fifth grade. And now here they are flourishing A students in their first year of college.
Thank you, Michelle. When you give to GSGLA, 100% of all donations stay local to support girls right here in Greater Los Angeles. And 84 cents of every dollar goes directly into supporting girls and their Girl Scout experience. Many are surprised to learn that only 62% of GSGLA's operating budget is supported through cookie program revenue. So we have a big gap to fill. Tonight, we should all be asking ourselves, what would I give to make an impact on a young girl that will truly last a lifetime? Every additional $100 we raise tonight means 4 more girls can receive financial aid to start their leadership experience in a troop next year. Consider investing in the future of a girl right now, at any level that is meaningful to you. Remember that monthly giving is a great way to add up your impact, and you can choose that option when you click on the donate link or text She Leads to 41444. Imagine the girl that you just supported with your donation. Who will she be in 10 years, 20 years? Anyone who works closely with Girl Scouts knows that the program helps girls gain courage, confidence, and character. And there's no shortage of ambition and tenacity mixed in there. Look at the star power of the Girl Scout alumni base. Venus Williams, Sally Ride, Reese Witherspoon, Gwyneth Paltrow, Meghan Markle, and Queen Latifah, just to name a few. I was so excited to learn that our newest Supreme Court Justice, Ketanji Brown Jackson, is the mom of a Girl Scout. All 3 female U.S. Secretaries of State were Girl Scouts, as were most female U.S. senators, and half of U.S. congresswomen. Virtually every female astronaut who has flown into space was a Girl Scout. And in the private sector, half of women business leaders were Girl Scouts. Our next Girl Scout, Izzy, shows us how Girl Scouts can help girls develop emotional resilience, perseverance, and true character. Her story is truly inspiring. But before we hear from Izzy, though, let's hear from Denise Nowack, GSGLA's Chief of Mission Delivery and a lifetime Girl Scout herself. Welcome, Denise.
Thanks so much, Darcy Rose. I am so excited to be here tonight. So Girl Scouts has a research-proven model that builds upon progressive experiences that really get much more dynamic and hands-on as girls advance. The experiences, they focus on things like entrepreneurship, life skill development, of course the outdoors, and STEAM. And regardless of the areas that girls explore, everything Girl Scouts do is steeped in innovation, leadership development, civic engagement, self-empowerment, and creativity. What really comes to light is a recent experience that I had with an after-school program this weekend. These were girls from Title I schools from all around the Los Angeles area. And they came to our camp at Marine Landing, where probably for the first time, many of them had never gone boating. And girls were in the water, they were learning to kayak and paddleboard. And you can see that in the setting they were in, with the caring adults, the lifeguards and their waterfront instructors and their teachers, and then the girls around them, how quickly they adapt and how quickly they learn these skills, and the joy that comes from all of that. I'm standing in the Inglewood Innovation Center right now, and we sit with a community of different industries around us here. So they come into this space and they share their talents with the girls here and create activities that help them get excited about a future, and perhaps a future in STEAM. Everything Girl Scouts does is really steeped in this innovation, self-empowerment, helping girls build their self-esteem. Leadership development is foundational, even from the youngest age of a kindergartner. And civic engagement and community impact is born at those early ages. Girls really do get very excited about giving back in their community. And as they get older, they get more engaged. They become advocates, and they institute and execute systemic changes. You cannot underestimate the power of a Girl Scout. And when we see what these older girls are doing, they can change the world.
Thank you, Denise. And now I'm excited to hear from Izzy, an ambassador Girl Scout in her senior year at Millikan High School, who is earning her Gold Award this year and on her way to changing the world. You'll hear mention of the Gold Award several times tonight. It is the highest achievement a Girl Scout can earn. Like our honorees tonight, Gold Award Girl Scouts are changemakers. They put their hearts, minds, and go-getting spirit into lasting solutions that make their communities and the world a better place. Girls who pursue gold are in high school. They utilize all of the skills and knowledge they have gained while in Girl Scouts to identify a problem, set goals, and create a plan to address its root cause. They implement innovative solutions to drive sustainable change. Spending 80+ hours on their gold projects, they prove they are the leaders our community and the world need. Next month, GSGLA will honor the 239 Girl Scouts who earned their gold awards this year, persevering through the added challenges of the pandemic. Here's an impressive fact. Of the 110 Girl Scout councils across the country, the Greater Los Angeles Council has the highest number of gold awardees. Here's Izzy to tell you about her Gold Award project.
My name is Izzy, and I'm an ambassador Girl Scout. I have been in Girl Scouting since I was a brownie. My mom has been my troop leader this whole entire time. My troop, 4293, repping them, is an SOS troop. If there's a community event that lacks, volunteers in any type of way or needs more support, my troop gets out there and gets the job done. So in the last 2 months, I've gotten the honorary award, which is the highest in Girl Scouts, which is the Gold Award. And being a Gold Award Girl Scout for me means that I took action and I took the risk to do something that was really impactful within my community. Creating a program for first responders to learn how to appropriately deal with those with developmental disabilities during, high-risk situations. I got to work with a bunch of stakeholders within my community, including the Long Beach Search and Rescue, Long Beach City Prosecutor's Office, as well as Down for Dance. And working with all these different entities and having the Girl Scout platform, I was able to create safer communities for those with developmental disabilities within Long Beach. And now I hope to expand this project and keep it sustainable. While working with those with developmental disabilities, it's really important to know that they are very sensitive to noise, how you're talking to them, how fast you're talking to them. So it was important for these officers to realize that if you do come on contact with those with developmental disabilities or intellectual disabilities, that you take the time to maybe take a knee and talk to them face to face if they're shorter than you, or just slow down what you're saying and including smaller phrases so that they have the time to process that. And then also specifically, there's a major point was the lights. When someone that gets pulled over that possibly has any disability that gets triggered by the flashing lights, those lights have to be turned off. The whole focus and primary goal of my Gold Award was to give first responders all across the board, including fire and police, opportunities to have access to different training materials that they could fall back on and look to when they arrive on scene. It was a challenge, but the amount of resources I got and the amount of help I got and all the mentors that I met through the program helped me get so close to my Gold Award. Part of the Gold Award project is that they teach you every aspect of doing a good project, and that always includes a mentor. So for me, I found out that an officer, Chris Zamora, had done so many amazing things within the city of Long Beach, and he was just so passionate about what I wanted to do within my community, and he just was so on board. I'm so thankful to him because he pulled all the strings, wrote my recommendation, and got me into the Long Beach City Prosecutor's Office. He did not push me down in any way. He actually let me flourish in the things that I loved, and he actually gave me the idea to run for Miss Southern California. So that day, November 13th, which I'll never forget, is the day that I got first runner-up for Miss Southern California. And when I came home, I got to celebrate with my family, and I was around all my loved ones. And I was actually getting ready to text and call him and say, hey, I did it. I got first runner up. And I get an email from Advisor Bill Wells. I open it up and it says, Advisor Officer Chris Zamora, pronounced dead. And I just remember in that second just dropping my phone, like my hands just dropped. And it wasn't until later that I found out that he died by suicide. If you were my biggest cheerleader at the time, why didn't you tell me that you needed me to be your cheerleader? How was I going to just move forward in general? I just was in utter shock and I didn't really believe it. And through this project, I have learned resiliency, that you don't always have to traditionally memorialize someone through the ways that we think that we have to memorialize them. It's important to finish your goals. And when I get to walk across that stage in June, I know that I'll be looking up at him and he'll be looking down at me. And I know that I have done right by him and I've done right by the developmentally disabled community. I got a new Girl Scout mentor, and her name is Officer Diana Homan, who actually had a child with a developmental disability. She was able to give her own experience being a mom and how that coincides with being a police officer. The Girl Scout program has given me the opportunity to learn a bunch of life skills that you wouldn't think that you need to know, including learning how to do professional emails, learning how to talk to panels of adults, learning how to delegate for yourself and for your projects and for your passions. And I would not have had all the toolbox that I have now to use out in the real world as an emerging leader without the Girl Scout program and without the Girl Scout Gold Award platform.
Thank you so much, Izzy. Aren't these girls just incredible? Each story is unique and shows the power of the Girl Scout program to help girls fulfill dreams, challenge themselves, and make the world a better place. Izzy's mom, Dr. Gail Testa, is her biggest champion and her troop leader. She is a leader of a multi-level troop and a volunteer extraordinaire.
Hi, my name is Dr. Gail Testa. I am a current troop leader of a multi-level group, ambassadors and seniors. I also have just aged out a second troop that has gone off to college. I'm currently serving as a national delegate and have been elected to a second term. Within the Girl Scout spirit, we encourage girls to develop a deep understanding that they will come across changes and challenges throughout their life. As my daughter explained, Officer Zamora had been an integral part of her Gold Award experience. He had done a fabulous job in building confidence, bolstering esteem, as well as making her believe that she had the potential to do anything that she wanted to do with this project. At first, the days were really long and sad, and we just sat still and we figured we'd get through it. I made sure that I reached out to other mentors, reached out to other people I could talk to in Girl Scouts, because I certainly couldn't make the Gold Award project even a goal any longer. She was having a hard time figuring out how she was going to do right by him, follow through with all the things that they valued in the community. So, sat quiet, held each other a lot, talked about how we felt, didn't push for the grieving process to even begin, actually kind of stopped talking about completing the project, because I knew in that moment that that wasn't going to serve any purpose to make the end goal completion. Girl Scouts is an accepting and inclusive space, which you can imagine how important was for Izzy during such a loss. She had people that she felt comfortable to go to and discuss the lost expectations of not only her project, but losing a mentor who meant so many things to her, specifically made her feel like she had the potential to do anything. I am so very proud of my daughter, her perseverance through such a loss, all the skills that she has developed that allowed her to complete this project. It was never more evident that my girl had gained so much from Girl Scouts.
Wow, that's quite a journey. I can see why she's so proud. Thank you, Gail, for sharing. By providing an all-girl-led environment bolstered by trained, supportive adults like Gail, GSGLA is providing a space for girls to work through challenges that come their way, become resilient problem solvers, build their self-esteem, and thrive. Girl Scouts can't exist without the ongoing contributions of countless generous supporters like you who believe in what Girl Scouts is doing. The Gold Award program, for example, is supported by dedicated staff who work with trained volunteers to host more than 50 workshops each year. This allows more girls to persist through the obstacles that may arise as they pursue their Gold Award. With a $500 donation right now, you can provide support and mentorship for 2 girls to go for gold, tackling a problem in their local community with a real-world solution. A huge thank you to Justice Sandra Klein and Maureen Kindle for your $500 gifts. Will you join them? Click on the donate link or text She Leads to 41444 right now. So we're going to pause. Pick up your phone, text the number. Text She Leads to 41444 and make a donation now. I'll watch. Did you think I couldn't see you? Oh, great, you did it. Fantastic! We are truly thankful for each and every one of you for your contributions to girls here in Los Angeles. Girl Scouts can't exist without the ongoing contributions of countless generous supporters like you who believe in what Girl Scouts is doing. And now it's time to honor 3 outstanding women in the GSGLA family with our Changemaker Award. These women truly embody all that Girl Scouts stand for. They lead with courage, confidence, and character, and inspire countless other girls and young women like Izzy, Yasmin, and Malia to follow their dreams and achieve more than they ever thought possible. Each Changemaker honoree will be introduced by a Girl Scout who is earning her Gold Award this year. To introduce our first Changemaker honoree this evening, let's give a big hand to Zoe. Zoe is a sophomore at Cleveland Humanities Magnet High School. Her Gold Award project involved creating a book to show an accurate representation of what OCD looks like, making it applicable to all those with OCD. Her book is now in 11 different therapists' offices, in a school library, and featured on OCD SoCal's website. She is working on a website to share it with a wider audience, and many members of the OCD community have asked for copies through their dedicated Facebook pages. Zoe shared that she chose this focus because she herself has OCD and didn't have similar resources growing up. She wanted to create those resources herself and ensure they are written in the voice of someone who understands OCD. What a wonderful example of Girl Scouts character. Congratulations on your amazing work, Zoe. Take it away.
Thank you, Darcy Rose. My name is Zoe, and it is my honor to present Dr. Judy Ho with the 2022 Girl Scouts of Greater Los Angeles Changemaker Award. Judy Ho, PhD, is a triple board certified and a licensed clinical and forensic neuropsychologist, a tenured associate professor at Pepperdine University, clinical researcher, and published author. She was the co-host of season 12 of the Emmy Award-winning daytime TV show, The Doctors, and host of the Supercharged Life podcast. In her capacity on the board of directors with GSGLA, Dr. Judy has championed programming that brings tools and resources for mental health and well-being to girls and their families. Dr. Judy will also be lending her expertise to Girl Scouts USA's newly formed Mental Wellness Advisory Group, focused on programming and initiatives to ensure the emotional well-being of girls throughout the Girl Scout movement. And now, we will hear from a few women who have some words to share about Dr. Judy Ho.
I'm Dr. Carolyn Nowrose, and I have known Dr. Judy Ho for almost 20 years at this point. Judy is an extremely dedicated and hardworking woman. She is someone that always has time to stop, make you feel special, have those conversations that are deep and introspective. She's just absolutely like a light of everyone's lives that know her.
My sister is the most impressive, hardworking, dedicated, and really passionate about everything she does. She was working very closely with young women, especially on a variety of things like with eating disorders, with, a lot of the younger women are facing these types of crises at a very young age. And she was extremely hands-on in helping to treat them, to diagnose them, to help them get through these hurdles in their young adult lives so that they can grow up and become, just the amazing women that she wants for, all of the people that she's worked with.
She is a very giving person. The amount of just dedication and work that she would put into her students to make sure that they were successful, to make sure that they were thriving, to make sure that they were getting the fundamentals to go out in the world and be really good therapists. I think that she just impacts so many people wherever she goes in all parts of her life, whether it's personal or professional, whatever it is, she's the same person all the time. And so that's why she's deserving of the award, because she is that genuine, sane person, and she makes change in everyone's life, whether it's professionally or personally. And I think that anybody who knows her has been impacted in that way.
Judy, I am so excited for you and proud that you have been awarded the Changemaker Award from the Girl Scouts. This is an incredible honor of all of your work and all of your compassion for others in life. And I wish you the very best and very, very proud of you.
Judy, I am so proud of you for winning this Changemaker Award. Nobody deserves it more than you. And I know that you are being honored because you are truly a wonderful person. I love you, I respect you, and I am very, very proud of you.
Congratulations, sis. I love you so much, and you are so incredibly deserving, and everything that you've accomplished and everything that you have achieved is just the tip of the iceberg of what you're going to do in life.
Thank you so much, Girl Scouts of Greater Los Angeles, for this amazing honor. I feel so grateful that you want to celebrate the work that I'm continuing to do, and I hope to continue to do more in the future to really pave the way for great mental health and physical wellness for all people, but especially our girls who have been struggling more as a population, especially in the last couple of years during the pandemic. I really want to make sure that we give girls and their parents all the resources that they need to be able to foster resilience so that they can grow up to be independent, strong people who have a trust in themselves that they will be able to do whatever it takes to reach whatever goal in their life they desire. Again, I am just so appreciative of this honor, and I will continue to try to pave the way for all the girls and all people to have better mental and physical wellness throughout their lifespans.
Thank you for all you do, Dr. Judy. We are all so grateful that you are paving the way in this arena. To introduce our next Changemaker honoree, please meet Meghana. Meghana is a junior at Gretchen Whitney High School, and her Gold Award project is dedicated to teaching senior citizens about scams and how to protect themselves. After reading an article that detailed a number of seniors targeted, especially with phishing scams, she decided she wanted to help. Many people in her community are seniors, and she wanted to help them be better informed and avoid becoming victims. Congratulations on your really admirable work, Meghana.
Thank you, Darcy Rose. My name is Megan, and it is my honor to present Maria Salinas with the 2022 Girl Scouts of Greater Los Angeles Changemaker Award. Ms. Salinas is President and CEO of the Los Angeles Chamber of Commerce, the first woman and the first Latina to lead the organization, which is more than 130 years old. Ms. Salinas is deeply committed to representing and improving communities, having served on numerous nonprofit boards, including Los Angeles Universal Preschool and San Gabriel Valley American Red Cross. She continues to bring issues of inequity to the forefront.
My name is Maureen Kendall. When I think of the Girl Scouts, I think of friendship and adventure and making a difference. And when I think of Maria, I think of friendship and adventure and making a difference. And I wanted to be part of that from the first moment I met her.
She is someone who is a woman of her word. You can always rely on her. If she says something, she follows through. She is dedicated. As a mother, she's dedicated to her children. As a wife, she's dedicated to her husband and her marriage. As a community leader, she's dedicated to her community. In addition to being very serious about getting things done, she makes getting things done fun. She's incredibly humble about who she is, what she touches, the people she touches, and the opportunity to make an impact. She just totally stands out as someone that is absolutely worthy of this award. And then some. Congratulations, Maria. From the bottom of my heart, I send you a big, big hug. I couldn't be more proud.
When I think about Maria Salinas, I think about somebody that is very thoughtful, very caring, intentional in everything that she does, an incredible business leader, incredible business woman. She knows the role that she has in the community as a business leader, as a civic leader of Los Angeles. And she does such an amazing job just paying it forward to so many other generations to come. Maria, I want to congratulate you for being recognized as a change maker. It is totally appropriate considering all of your accomplishments, how you continue to change the world, how you continue to positively impact our region, our community. Everybody at the chamber, everybody in the business community has so much respect for you. And this is just another award that is so well deserving. So congratulations, Maria.
So thank you for your leadership, Ms. Salinas, and for all you do for girls and women. Please join me in congratulating the 2022 Girl Scouts of Greater Los Angeles Changemaker, Bria Salinas.
Well, thank you everyone for those wonderful remarks. I'm so humbled to hear all of you. And I'm especially grateful to the Girl Scouts of the Greater Los Angeles area for this Changemaker Award. I am thrilled to be here with all of you, and I can't tell you how meaningful this is for me. I was raised by a homemaker, a caretaker. My mother is someone that raised me to, be the best person that I could be, to get educated, to make a difference. And when I shared with her that I would be receiving a Changemaker Award, it brought a little bit of a sentiment to her, a little tear to her eye. And, growing up as an immigrant daughter and knowing the struggles that she went through as I grew up, this is very meaningful for me. The Girl Scouts is just an incredible organization, one that I have history with, having served on its board in the early 90s. I know the impact of the work that you are doing to impact women and girls across Los Angeles who need to see a brighter future. And I'm so grateful to be a little part in that. I think it's so important that we show positive examples and examples of what can be achieved. And if I can play just one little small role in that, then I am grateful to you for giving me this award and recognizing me for that. The world today is very complex. Women have left the workforce in droves because of the pandemic. And one of my personal goals and professional goals as leader of the LA Chamber is to really tackle that through policies that can help support women in the workplace, that can provide a roadmap for the girls that are going to enter that workforce into the future. So I am grateful to the Girl Scouts. I'm grateful to all of you for being here and supporting this amazing organization that is truly making a difference in women and girls today. Thank you so much.
Thank you for your leadership, Maria. The policies you are creating and the roadmap for girls you mentioned will make a very important difference. To introduce our next Changemaker honoree, let's give it up for Jillian. Jillian is a senior at Valley Christian High School. Her Gold Award project focused on creating nutritious, sustainable food systems in urban areas. To accomplish this, she started a club at her high school, worked with a nonprofit to add produce to their food distributions, and created a food forest out of an empty lot in downtown Long Beach. The community now has access to a space where they can plant, grow, and harvest fresh produce in their yard. She was really excited to have an opportunity to do a project independently, to lead and to make an impact in her community. Congratulations, Jillian. Take it away.
Thank you, Darcy Rose. My name is Jillian. It is my honor to celebrate and present Dawn Solaire with the 2022 Girl Scouts of Greater Los Angeles Changemaker Award. Dawn Solaire is Senior Vice President of TV Music at ABC Signature. Since December 2006, she has been responsible for all music at ABC Signature and oversees the music content for shows such as Blackish and Little Fires Everywhere. She's developing her own mentorship program, which will start creating a pipeline for diverse high school and college students in music. And as a champion for female empowerment, she is completing her first book, The Be a Girl Principles, slated for release this year. Miss Solaire's journey was powered by Girl Scout potential. She was raised by a Girl Scout, became one herself, and then raised a Girl Scout of her own. And just last month, she joined the GSGLA's Board of Directors. And now we will hear from a few women who have some words to share about Miss Solaire.
Hi, I'm Irene Meredith. I am Dawn Solaire's daughter. She obviously has impacted my life by being my mother and raising me, but also she has impacted me by allowing me to be myself in my truest form. I think that she is very deserving of this award because she has always advocated for me and all my friends and Lucy. I think that you deserve this award because throughout my life, you have always just been my biggest fan.
Dawn has always been very inspirational. She's always been very determined, and she's always pushed people to not their limits, but to be the better version of themselves. She's never given up on something. She's always given it 100%. I've never seen her necessarily a low point. She always just strives to be a better version of herself every single day, whether it's in her work, at home. I see her doing her little gardening all the time, and she's just always so happy and always so full of life.
She is a fierce protector of women and of girls. It's the first thing I noted about her. She often uses this term, your tribe, and I find that she has a tribe of women around her. And in a lot of instances, she is a leader of that tribe. And in the same way that we all have our leadership roles within a tribe. And so Dawn's is as a protector.
Hey, it's Linda Perry. And of course, if Dawn Solaire asks me anything, I'm going to do it. What a wonderful, wonderful human being she has been to me. Every time we get off the phone, I'm like, yes, I feel empowered. She believes in me, and it just makes me want to do more, which takes me to the Girl Scouts. The fact that Girl Scouts are going strong today, the drive, the motivation, is so important to have that kind of support. And I'm so happy that it's going strong still. Congratulations, and I hope you have a great evening.
Dawn, huge congratulations on this award. You are so deserving. You are so loved and supported. I'm so grateful that you asked me to be a part of this very personal moment for you. This is the first of many. I love you so much, and congratulations again.
Thank you for your leadership, Ms. Solaire, and for all you do to lift up girls and women. Please join me in congratulating 2022 GSGLA Changemaker, Dawn Solaire.
Thank you, girls. Jillian, Darcy, Bria, Linda, Lucy, my Irene, and you girls. You inspire who I am today and what I want to do in the future. And please know that when I say girls, it is with the utmost respect and admiration, because I believe that the best women are those that access the girls in themselves. Because girls at their core are naturally courageous, confident, and full of character, the Girl Scout ways. Even when I was a young girl in my first troop, That was my safe place where I fit in, my first female tribe. Those characteristics were formed and have sustained who I am and how I built my life. It's why, as a mother, friend, mentor, supporter of all things female, I now a member of this great girl organization. I'm both honored and humbled to be here. My promise to you is that I will always carry the meaning of this scarf in my head and my heart and remind and remember that we are girls. Thank you.
Thank you, Dawn, for all that you do. For those of you at home, Dawn is the reason that I am a songwriter for Disney. Not only did she say yes and sign off to my crazy idea for Big Shot, but she further encouraged me to pursue aspects of my songwriting that I did not know that I was good at. And that's everything to me. So thank you. Another huge congratulations to our Changemaker honorees. You have achieved so much, changed lives, and inspired others. We all benefit from your leadership, and we can't wait to see what you do next. And now, one final ask to give tonight. If you have not yet made a contribution, but you believe in the power of girl potential and the opportunities Girl Scouts can provide to more and more future leaders, please consider what you can do to support. To give, simply click on the donate link or text "She Leads," all one word, to 41444. And one last thing that I would like to say to all the little girls watching. I'm your biggest fan. I'm entranced by all you do. 'Cause all the stars in the sky don't shine as bright as you. I know I said I'm always looking up because I'm short, but it's not just that. I'm looking up to you. This concludes our 2022 She Leads event. I'd like to thank all of our speakers as well as the amazing young women who shared their personal stories with us. These stories are at the center of why Girl Scouts exists, and there are many more powerful stories than we will ever be able to tell. Another shout out to our She Leads host committee, chaired by Sue Calloway. Thank you for everything, Sue, Erin Dawkins, Elizabeth Dick, Monique Earle, Renee Frazier, Catherine Nielsen, and Anna Tom. A very special thank you to everyone who gave tonight. Because of you, thousands of girls and young women will have their lives truly changed through the work of the Girl Scouts of Greater Los Angeles. We appreciate you all.
Thank you for joining us tonight. And thank you for your generosity and support of Girl Scouts of Greater Los Angeles.
Thank you. Now go party. Have a good night.